This is Misfit here with Crow's Airsoft Group. I'm here to do a before you go / park review on Wildlands Airsoft Park. A lot of people don't know Jungle Island and Wildlands are the same park. So Jungle Island is the paintball section of the park and Wildlands is the airsoft part. A lot of people might know it formerly as Jericho. Being from Southern California, we got plenty of parks out here and plenty of options, but I've never seen anybody do any kind of video review on these parks. So I'm here to help guide new players and kind of give a review. Like I said, just kind of help people understand what they're getting themselves into before they go. So, Wildlands, right? Located in Lake Elsinore, California. See right here. It's located in Lake Elsinore, California, right off the 15 freeway. You can actually see it off the 15 freeway. So here's the address, here's the park, here's the website. It's got plenty of information, so anything that I miss, or if you really want to delve a little bit deeper, you go ahead. Here's the park hours. As you can see, it is open Saturday and Sunday only, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They do have special events, and if you want to keep track of that, you'll probably want to follow them on their socials, such as Instagram. They'll post all sorts of new updates and things. Here's a little satellite overview of the park. Here you go. As I mentioned before, it used to be known as Jericho. It's not anymore. Wildlands Airsoft Park. So there's the entrance. You go this way. I should play a video for that. And here's the airsoft maps, which we will go over soon. They do also offer night game options. Those are usually during the summertime when it's really hot. Gets really hot down here, so you will definitely be wanting to go to the night games if you want to play during the summer instead of the days. So here we have the pricing. Walk-ons, 35 self-equipped. So that means you have everything you need. Don't need to buy anything. Just show up, pay your $35, go in, play your game, and that's it. They also have rentals, so if you're interested in airsoft but don't really have the equipment, don't really want to commit to getting everything, they do have walk-on rental packages and little upgrades here and there. So you got 65s, gets you the admission, airsoft rifle, a mask, a battery, 1,000 BBs. 1,000 BBs sounds pretty good. I don't think you'll blow through the whole thing unless you're really just trigger happy. Here's a little upgrade. It's just a better gun. And you can also get face mask, I guess, if you don't have one. If you have your equipment but not a face mask. Air, vest with 2 mags, and a uniform if you really want to. They also do private groups, private parties. There's the park hours. So gates open at 8. Registration starts right at 8. First game usually around 9. People got a chrono, people got to finish signing up and everything. Last game 3:30, and the park closes at 4 o'clock. There is a waiver you need to sign. They have plenty of them. If you want, you could download it here, pre-fill it out, but why waste the paper? Just go and sign it there. Next up, we're going to be talking about their maps. So here we have on their website each of their maps, and you can kind of click through. This one you can see right at the entrance. It's right as you go into Jungle Island or Wildlands. It's right there. They have a total of 5 maps, 5 designated airsoft maps. Now, I say designated because there is also the option, and every now and then, that the refs will let people play on the paintball maps. If their paintball days are slow, or if they're able to, they'll try to get some more map variety out there. So here we have the maps. Go ahead, click through, try to see. The map's pretty good, different variety. Mainly, long to mid range, nothing too close. They do play force on force normally, and the teams will be separated through bands or no bands. If you played Airsoft before, you probably know what that is. If not, here is a band. They change the color: pink, orange, green, whatnot. And you just, one team has these kind of put on their shoulders or the helmet, as long as you can see it front, back, side to side, just so your team and the enemy can identify you clearly. Different game modes. All right, they have, like I said, force on force, which is just kind of a team deathmatch. They also play King of the Castle, and that's normally played on Babylon. There's a giant castle in the center of the map, and you're just, fight to hold it together. And I think it's on a time limit, so whatever team is holding the position and right as the timer ends is the one who wins. I mean, it doesn't really matter who wins or not, as long as you're just having fun. They also have Capture the Flag, if I recall. And recently they did this one called Juggernaut. Really fun. They played that one on Junction. So force on force normal, and you have a third party, which is just one guy in a Juggernaut suit with a giant minigun, and he's just walking around the map hitting both sides. He has a bell in the center on his chest and one on his back right above his neck. And if you shoot that, he goes down for 15 seconds, and after that, he's back up. So it's an interesting twist to force on force, and I really enjoy it. I think it's a good change of pace for the game. All right, now we'll get into the rules. So you just click on the link in their website. Let's see. Right here, park rules. Also, if you're running Polar Star, HPA, we'll go over this really quick, but I just want to go over these general rules. Go ahead and read through all of it if you want, but there are some rules that are more important than others. They have a red rag / dead rag rule. I mean, I've never really used it. I have one, but you just kind of put your hand up, say you're out, kind of wave around, get back to the safe zone, and there you go. So here's a big one: no firing your airsoft weapon in or out of the safe zone acceptable. As soon as you step out of the field that you're playing at, you get your barrels cover on, and no firing in the staging area or rest area, whatever you want to call it. Just don't. People take it very seriously. I've been yelled at. I've seen people get yelled at. It happens. You learn. But that's just the way it is. Here's their minimum engagement distance and the bang bang rule. So they do implement the bang bang rule. If you don't know what that is, if you're close enough to somebody, here it is. Within 5 feet, you yell bang bang. This indicates that you shot the player. And this kind of comes into play, as you'll see. No bang bang within 10 to 15 feet. Let's see. Yeah, if you really want to read that, go ahead. So rounds per second, their RPS limit, 25. I mean, they never really seen them allow for full auto. So I'm sure there's some certain rules that they allow, but 25 RPS if that's what you're trying to do. FPS limit, now this is what's important. Everybody knows. So pistol, shotguns, and AEGs, 1.5 joules for your standard 6mm BB, I guess, is 410, which is why that bang bang rule exists, right? 410 is pretty high, definitely hurts. So you don't want to be that guy that's shooting 410 and you're shooting them within 5 feet. That's going to hurt somebody. You don't need to be that guy. Just call them bang bang. So, and that's measured with 20 gram BBs. If you're weighing a little heavier, 0.25, 360, just because it's heavier, it carries more energy. Let's see, semi-auto only sniper, bolt action sniper rifles. So that's 500 with 2 O's and 450 with 2 5s. Like, wow, but there is a minimum engagement distance for snipers, and it is 100 feet. So that's why you can go up to 500 FPS, which is insane. Polar Star systems. Here's the rule. So 365 FPW or FPSW with .20s, semi only, saws, burst only. All HPA systems must have tournament lock. So if you know about that, go ahead. Eye protection. All right, this is also very important to know before you go. ANSI 87-1 rated lenses. If you buy them, or it should kind of say it on the goggles themselves, but it's just to keep your eyes safe. No matter what, eye protection is needed, no exception, right? If you're above 18, though, you don't have to wear full face protection. Your eyes still need to be protected, though, so don't forget that. You don't need to wear a face mesh, you don't need to wear a helmet, but everybody needs to have eye pro. Minors do need to have full face protection, whether it's the full mask, mesh mask, helmet, whatever. But 17 and under do need that. Rockets. So you got Nerf darts and whatnot, 20-foot kill radius. I don't know how exactly they make that clear, but whatever. If you want to be the person that's using rockets, figure it out. Smoke grenades. We are in Southern California. We are in a drought. It's very hot, very dry. It did rain a little bit today, or this past weekend. Crazy, but still, brush fires are a thing. Read through it, make sure there's no igniter that will spark any kind of flame. There is brush around that area, like I said, so just be wary of that. Hand grenades, defined as grass grenades, designed for field use, blah, blah, blah. No homemade or foam grenades will be allowed. All grenades must be thrown underhand. The sound type, let's see. Same rule applies. Just make sure it's nothing that's going to spark fire. Very important. They will check you. Hits. So call your hits, people. Don't be the person. I mean, ricochets don't count. I believe if there is a hole in the plywood that's smaller than your head, you can't shoot through it. You can't get hit through it. If I recall that correctly. There is knives. Knife kills are only allowed with a rubber training knife. There you go. 2 people fire simultaneously. So go ahead, like you said, if you really want to get deep and dirty with this, look through it yourself, but I'm just trying to get through some of the more important things. Alright, amenities. The park does offer certain things. You can order pizza. I believe you can buy some snacks in the pro shop, water if you need. But that's really it. Like I said, they do have a pro shop. They sell green gas, they sell BBs, they sell barrel covers and dead rags. So if you don't have one, pick one up. It's right at the registration. So pick one up just so you have it. You don't have to be running back and forth. Time is very important. Don't want to be missing games, because they do kind of crank up the games pretty quick. It's a slow start, but they say 10 minutes between each game, and for the most part they do hold up to that, except when people need to chrono or they bug in the ref. They do have restrooms near the airsoft area, but last time I went, they were pretty dirty, pretty gross, enough for a guy to go number 1 in, but I would not do anything else in there. And women, females, I don't know, try to find something cleaner. Ask them if there's another bathroom. Check it, go ahead, but last I checked, it was pretty gross. General atmosphere of the game, or the park, is pretty good. You get a wide range of people, a lot of experienced people to new people, people wearing goofy costumes, people wearing whole tactical fatigues. So you'll get a wide range of different people, different experiences from different places. Everyone's there to kind of have fun. But some people do take it a little bit more serious than others. There is regulars there who, at times it seems like they kind of run the park. I've seen them bully refs before, talk over refs. I mean, some of the regulars also have worked there previously, so I just guess they feel the need to take control when things aren't going their way, or correcting the ref if they think they're correct. But it is what it is. Just you know, be as polite, be as calm as you can. There have been confrontations before. I've seen it. It's happened to me where, you know, I came from another park where I was a lot of CQB. I shot this guy a little too close. I guess some other of my teammates shot him a little too close. He got really aggravated, started cussing me out, you know, started saying he's going to full auto me in the face. But I just spoke to the ref, and the ref had to kick him out for the day. I didn't want that to happen. I just said, hey, man, just keep track of it. I'm not trying to make this any worse. I don't mind talking to the, I don't mind confrontation. I'll talk to the guy. But, you know, he was just really upset. And definitely a regular, though. Seen him there before. It got pretty gross. So, like I said, just talk to the ref. If something happens before it gets worse, talk to the ref. Let them figure it out. And just go from there. So, that's all I have to say about that. They do also offer shade coverings and benches. So try to get there early, reserve a spot if you're with a group, you know, get there, try to get under some nice shade. It does get hot, it does get sunny. It's nice to have a table where you can sit and put all your gear at. So if you get there a little late, bring a chair, bring a table, because you're probably going to be in the back of your vehicle. Now my recommendations for the park, or for people going to the park, is, like I said before, if you're going to be late, bring a chair, bring a table. Also bring lunch. They do have a lunch, 30-minute lunch, I think around 12 o'clock. They try to do it around that time. So bring plenty of water, Gatorade, chips, little snacks in between games, and then bring like a nice little sandwich or whatever, unless you want to order pizza. But, you know, 30 minutes isn't a lot of time to drive out, to go pick some fast food up. Just, if you can, pre-pack. And it'll be less stressful. Weaponry, as I said before, recommend mid to long range. Not a lot of CQB in this park. You're gonna be hitting your targets pretty far away. So, you know, you got the people running the high kappas and stuff, and I'm sure they hit people pretty close. But if you want a good experience, I'd say bring a rifle. You know, some sort of AEG hitting 380 FPS. Keep it a little bit low. Don't 410. It's pretty high. It's pretty ridiculous, but that's my recommendations for what to bring at the park. Sunscreen too. That's very necessary. If you're gonna have exposed skin, put some sunscreen on, because you're gonna get burnt if you don't. And try to bring buddies. You know, airsoft's better with people. If not, make friends. You know, try to be social. It's just makes the whole experience a lot better. You know, chit chat in between games, whatever. But teamwork is essential. You don't want to be running this park alone. You're going to be probably getting out quite often, because it is good to work together. Now for my park critiques. So a cleaner bathroom definitely would be nice if they just regularly clean the bathroom or whatever. I don't know what they do now, but if they had just a better bathroom situation near the airsoft area. Another thing is, like I said, airsoft area is kind of in the back, kind of thrown away. Like, just park back there. It's away from registration. It's away from the pro shop. If they can have a little shop, you know, full-time employee just kind of running the shop, if they could do registration there, whatever, you know, sell water, chips, BBs. A charging station would be kind of nice if you needed. It's not necessary, but, you know, like bring your batteries, but charge. But it would be nice if the park could provide a little bit more things closer to the airsoft area. They offer a lot by the entrance, but once you get further back, you know, like I said, time is essential. So if you're running back and forth from the registration tent to the parking lot or the airsoft area, it's going to eat away a lot of your time, and it's going to take away, you could potentially miss the game. So would be cool too if they had some sort of member system where you register instead of doing like the waiver every time, filling it out. They could do some sort of, like I said, member registration, like you up through cell phone number or through some sort of scanning card would be nice. Just make the registration a lot quicker. I think more efficient. You don't need to sign the waiver every time. Just check in, pay your $35, and get going. Another big thing I was thinking about was when they chrono you you can walk up and tell them, I'm running 2.0s. And they'll chrono you as 2.0s, even though they don't check what's in your mag. They don't check at all. So you could be running a significantly heavier BB and then going back to 2.0s, going back to 2.5s. I'm sure people have done it, but just little things you can kind of get away with if you really want to. But I think the refs should have their own high cap mags, whatever they have. Plenty of other parks have them. Slap it in. They know it's 2.0s. They chrono you, because I'm sure people hit a lot hotter than they should. And nobody needs that. Nobody needs to be bleeding all over their arms or neck or face, whatever. So if they could chrono with their own BBs, I think it would take away a lot of strain. Closing remarks, I think the park offers a variety of good maps. Good game modes. They're really fun. Keep you really busy. Keep you moving. Never play the same map twice. I'm sure they have, but recently I heard they've been getting better. Crowd is fine for the most part. Like I said, you got a mixed bag, different people, different experiences, but you do have those people. If they're getting heated, just walk away, let the ref know, just say, hey, this guy's getting a little aggressive. Let them handle it. You don't have to handle it yourself. Don't want to get yourself in that kind of trouble. With that, I give the park a solid 6. I think with better restrooms and like a little shop near the airsoft area and park maintenance, some of the maps are a little dilapidated. I know they look good in the pictures, but you got some tumbleweeds growing out of it. You got some plywood that's kind of hanging off. There's big holes in it. The day prior, they can get someone to hit the weed whacker, clean out the whatever parks they're going to use. Just kind of replace plywood here and there. Just kind of, keep up the place a little bit better. As you'll see, I'm sharing these videos that I'm playing, that, it could use a little beautification. But, even with a solid 6, I think it's worth the experience. If you're close to it, go to it. It's a good park to start with. It's a good park to kind of test your equipment, see how it is outdoors. They have a nice little range that you can go and shoot at. If you just go at your own leisure, as long as you have your iPro on, they'll let you kind of plink away. With all that being said, let me know what you think. Have you been there before? If not, would you go? If you have, what was your experience like? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And for future content, I plan on doing a whole series of these. Like I said, there's plenty of parks in SoCal. Little teaser, the CQB area in Ontario. That's the next park I'm doing. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what you think. Let me know just whatever. So have a good night.